When I say research, what comes to mind? The first thing that comes to mind for me is investigation. What does it mean to research? It doesn't really mean to search again, but instead means something more like to search thoroughly or closely, like in an investigation. That thorough searching produces new knowledge and new understanding. People in all kinds of different disciplines search thoroughly. You do research when you are trying to decide the best route to work or school or which car to buy. Lawyers may use case studies where the events leading up to and following a particular moment are described and interpreted. That's research. You might have heard an artist or a musician describing the theme of their work, how it built on the work of other artists, and their experiences in the cultural setting. That's research too. Historians do research by closely searching primary documents. Economists do research by closely searching trends in buying and spending. And scientists do research by collecting data from the natural world or conducting experiments. In science, the research people do results in things like fertilizers that allow greater food production per acre, buildings that don't fall down during earthquakes, understanding how different pollutants might affect people, probes that send pictures of Jupiter back to Earth, near instantaneous communication through satellites, and more. The list goes on and on.
I am a bacteriologist and I study how come bacteria live everywhere? How do they adapt to their environment? And how do they interact with other bacteria and other species and with their environment to survive?
I am a forensic toxicologist. I investigate effects of drugs such as alcohol, opioids, and marijuana on humans of every age. In one of my recent studies, we were able to detect exposure to marijuana during pregnancy by analyzing umbilical cord samples.
I'm a forensic anthropologist who also happens to be a biomedical researcher. So I really have two different foci of study. My forensic anthropology research involves the analysis of human remains in both archaeological and criminal justice settings, while my biomedical research investigates how autoimmune diseases like multiple sclerosis, for example, or Parkinson happen.
My specialty is chemical biology, and I am also very interested in forensic science, toxicology, and biomedical engineering. My research interest focuses on creating novel devices for the identification and the detection of drugs, explosives, and contaminants. These devices can have an immediate practical application in international trade, food safety, and manufacturing.
My fields of study include ballistics, which is the study of projectiles in motion, and shooting scene reconstruction. By developing an understanding of the limitations of bullets and how they interact with items commonly encountered, such as automobile windshields, furniture, interior and exterior walls, this allows us to more accurately predict where to look for ballistic evidence at a crime scene, and potentially even answer how an event may have taken place.
And for you, getting involved in research can not only result in new knowledge, but can help you develop skills that will prepare you for graduate school and a career in any discipline, because the research skills you develop are transferable. Research develops skills like problem solving, persistence, and dealing with uncertainty. That may make it sound a little daunting, but research is motivated by a question, finding new knowledge through thorough investigation. Sometimes you follow leads that end up at dead ends and you need to find another way. Often that means collaborating with someone else who knows more about some aspect of your study than you do. And collaboration is another great research skill. A key component of research is communication. The new knowledge generated through research must be communicated effectively through oral presentations and written papers. So research can help you develop your communication skills as well. I said that the first thing that comes to mind for me when I hear the word research is investigation. The other thing that comes to mind is fun and interesting. When I'm engaged in my research, my nose buried in maps where I can overlay different data sets and analyze the connections, I can look up and hours have passed. I get excited to talk to my colleagues and share ideas. Getting experience with different research projects can help you find the questions that are fun and interesting to you.